we have somebody asking, first of all, let me layer it with what he started with. He says, dude, women are more masculine than ever nowadays.
I agree,
right?
by the way.
Yeah,
I agree.
for sure. But it's crazy because the men are more feminine also.
That's exactly why they're more masculine.
So it's like, it's all flip-flopped. And so he started by saying, women are more masculine than ever nowadays. And he wants to know, how can he find a traditionally feminine woman nowadays? Because he feels like there's none left.
Let's talk about that. The reason some women are more masculine these days is because the opposition, big government, media, pharmaceutical companies, the food corporations, conglomerates, their opposition is working together to demasculinize men, because men are the only threat against big government when big government tries to tyrannically take over our freedoms and our rights. And so they're using media for the last 20 years and eroding masculinity, making men softer by design, making them dumb, docile, dependent by design. Well, guess what? A woman still has a need for masculine energy. She needs the traits that a masculine man can provide, just like a man needs the soft touch and love and care and respect that a woman can provide. But when a woman's not getting that because the opposition has done such a great job and the feminist movement has done such a great job tearing down masculinity and all the traits that come with masculinity, strength, courage, honor, mastery, to speak your mind, to want to defend someone, to open doors for people, like all those chivalrous acts are now considered toxic. Well, women are like, I still want that. I still, like, if you're not willing to change a light bulb and fix something and be a masculine man and come to my defense, I must develop these masculine traits. And that's why they develop it. It's and by the way, it's a yin and yang. Like, you ever see that yin and yang, and the black and the white are perfectly together. This is why we have the sun and the moon. We have days and nights. We have summers and winters. All of life is a balance. And so we need both feminine and masculine energy. So when the masculine energy lowers in the universe, it must increase on the feminine side. Ironically, as women become more masculine, they step into masculine energy, men end up absorbing the feminine energy. There still has to be if there's going to be 1 million pounds of masculine energy and 1 million pounds of feminine energy, it's still going to exist.
Right.
It's just now they did the old flip-flop, right? Which is retarded. Can't happen. With that in mind, so how do we find a traditionally feminine woman? Traditionally feminine women. That was the question. First of all, we don't need to go out there to find one. What we need to do is attract one, right? It's not a scavenger hunt. We need to attract one. And I know what people are going to say on the comments here on YouTube. Man, all the good women are gone, black pill this, and, I'm just going to be asexual now, and,
Passport bros.
Yeah, passport bros.
And Colombia, man. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, Colombia or some Asian continent, and right? And I get it. If that's your thing, cool. Yeah. But if you want to find someone locally, you can, but you have to attract them. And so first off, the very first thing I would say is make a list, an actual list of what this traditional feminine woman would be like. And I'm talking like looks. I'm talking about her traits, her behaviors, her habits, what hobbies is she into, everything. Like, really make an avatar of who this woman is that you're looking for, so that on the off chance you spot her, you're like, motherfucker, there she is. Yeah. Like, look at that. She's got her hair in a bun, and she's wearing a dress down to her ankles, and she's got, like, I don't know, I'm just picturing some Amish woman, like a giant carafe of milk that she's carrying from some fucking place, right? She's on a horse and carriage, whatever your fucking thing is. Yeah, exactly. She's churning butter. She's, sewing a flag. That's her. Betsy Ross. That's her. I want her, right? Like, whatever your definition is, draw her out. Like, seriously, draw her out on a piece of paper, from looks to height, how she smells, the habits, the skills that she might have, how she might approach people, what her social media might look like, by the way, right? Because everyone's got social media. What is her social media look like? Oh, right. She's probably not setting up thirst traps on social media, right? I would write that. She's probably got, like, her bio is not a social justice warrior. She's not, she doesn't use all the pronouns in her bio. Exactly. She just is either a her or a her, right? Yeah. And so once you put that, then you go, oh shit, I got my avatar. Now here's the cool part. Get another sheet of paper and you go, what is this woman looking for? Who is the man that this woman is looking for? This is the hard part that men fail to do. On that clean sheet of paper, write down the man that this woman is looking for. Now that you've literally drawn out your avatar of the ideal traditional woman, what is she looking for? Someone masculine, someone who's fit, someone who can financially provide, someone who's emotionally disciplined, someone who's a great leader, someone who's a great communicator. He's charismatic. He's a savage and a servant. He's chivalrous. He's a gentleman. Like I could start listing it off because these are all the things I'm looking for Chloe. My daughter, Chloe, is looking for those traits, those behaviors in a man because I've conditioned her that way. And so she is also the young woman who will naturally attract that guy. And so when you make that list and you're like, oh shit, I just made and you got to be very, very objective about this. Like you got to put all your emotions aside, not like what you think she should have,
right?
But like honestly, like if you were to step into that woman that you just drew out, that avatar, like you could just truly step into her, and she's like, okay, I'm a traditional woman, so I'm gonna stay at home, raise kids, not cause drama, just raise two, three amazing kids, because that's the most important job I think that anyone could ever have, is to be able to give birth and raise amazing kids who are not going to be a liability to humanity. They're going to be assets. Like that is a mom's role. That is not the Montessori's role. That is not school's role. That is not the teacher's role. That is not grandparents' role. That is mom's role. But the traditional man needs to be able to earn, right? And so if this dude's like, well, no, I want a woman who's a 2-income household. Well, motherfucker, you want traditional. Let's go back to caveman days.
Right.
Cave mama hung out with the babies, and once you dragged the brontosaurus in, she cooked it up. She knew how to prep it. She salvaged the rest of it for a later date, you guys to eat it. She did all the mom stuff, but you got to go out there and fight the brontosaurus. You got to go out there and figure out how to get that water from the river into your cave without the saber-toothed tiger eating you, right? So even in the caveman days, whatever traditional woman was, what she was looking for in terms of provider was provider of safety, provider of food, provider of shelter. And then you go fast forward into the pioneer days. All right, now the dude's like on horseback.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe he's got, he's working with steel. He's making horseshoes and hammers and stuff. He's got a trade. He's got a skill. But again, he is selling these tools for money to be able to provide a shelter for the wife and the kids. Then you fast forward to today, and guess what? She's still looking for that. Just the modern version of that is you got to make a lot more money because life has gotten more expensive. You got to probably get 2 cars, right? But that's what you got to do. Like, so make that list of the man that you've got to become to attract this woman, this avatar that you designed, and then keep working on that man. Don't worry about anything else. Just keep working on that man. And then showcase that man to the world. At the gym, show up like a fucking badass. Open doors for men and women. Say please and thank yous. Make eye contact. On your social media, don't be a needy little bitch-ass motherfucker of a man. Like, showcase the best version of you, the most stoic and awesome version of you. And soon, they're going to be like, man, this dude is the modern-day caveman badass, tribe leader. I want to get to meet him.
Right.
And she might just end up contacting you, or you might run into her at the gym, or the universe will bring you together in the form of attraction versus you trying to find. You haven't even developed yourself. You're a fucking human animal who's got a beer belly, who can barely pay your bills, still hanging out your mom's basement, but trying to find a traditional woman. That ain't gonna happen.